Hello and welcome back to the Aether Keep. I'll be your host, Billie Eilish, recording this for the third time because I'm a perfectionist and I've had no shortage of technical difficulties, but don't you worry because we're going to have a great time checking out the chaos of Winter Unit Bonus Chaos Season. Truly chaos. What they were thinking, putting the Winter Units up with Gen 5, it's an abomination. It's just so silly. Bonus units this time is Winter Go Home. And speaking of the Winter bonus units, we have the new final boss of FEH here. It's this thing. It's this thing. It's this thing. And as you can see from my team, maybe I didn't have a counter. Maybe there isn't a counter. I don't have him, so I couldn't test against him, and I just wanted to believe that DR Cut Elincia could perhaps do it. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's find out together. Let's you and I both learn anything. Okay, so the tree damage, auspicious, a good start. Could not tell you what's going on there. Jumping in for the big zero. Other units weren't hitting zero, so why'd she go first? You know, there's just this world where Elincia moves first and gets the dance. And with the DR Cut quad, can actually finish the job there. But we don't live in that world. We live in this one where there's only pain, and we don't need to see the rest of this. You can. Oh wait, actually, I'm wrong. We do need to see the rest of this because I have more complaining to do. Yeah, Legit Robin is great for that. By the way, check out this team. So we got this. It's the kind of team that makes you think, even if they didn't have Winter Byleth, maybe they would have gotten away with something anyway. They just have resources, but that's the way it goes, so. Come on, get to the part! It's infuriating if he had attack defense catch instead of deflect melee, we actually cheese that one. Or maybe they would do the math and it wouldn't matter. I don't know. All I know is that Foodies, ooh, you lit a fire in me to change my team. So change my team I did, and we changed it to this, which, finally refined him. Probably gonna win the Hall of Worms in 2 weeks, and I had to refine him now, and I'm furious about it, but we deal, we make do. He is now a Scarecrow to stop that unit from showing up anymore. Does it work? I don't know, we'll find out together. Okay. This is a team. How do they do it? As you can see from the timer, there's not a lot of time to deal with it, to get this footage, I mean, because of several issues that have arisen, so I'm doing it for you, please appreciate, but it's also a labor of love. I do enjoy doing this, and I do enjoy this game, despite the amount of, inanity, just raw, unfiltered nonsense that it has become. But it's all worth it when the queen herself can shut down such an oppressive unit as that thing, the Seliph man. And, you know, that Hall of Worms can't come soon enough, because if he had, Oath 4? We get a little more action there, and I like that. No problem there. But, you know, good to be on the board. Now we have a replay that I like a lot, because it is you might have seen 0 foes a defeated success. But would you look at that, it actually plays back. So they take some time, they set up. You can also notice that they don't have a winter unit, so it's just Insano hard mode, right? Because Gen 5 just not in a good place right now. In a couple months, they start getting Legendary Mythic refines. Gen 5 will be in a much better place. There will be good units to use, but right now it's kind of there's some really good Gen 5 supports. So what you can see here is that they were counting on her, and she just couldn't break through the wall of Marth, the Scarecrow sector. But anyway, as I was saying, the Gen 5 unit's just not in a good place right now. There's really good supports like Gatekeeper, even Legendary Byleth, who can kind of do some stuff. But you don't want to be counting on them to have to get a KO, which you need in Chaos Season. You really want a bonus unit carry or Gale Force involvement for this stuff, so you don't have to be... When you leave the last unit as a save armor or Freyr or something, you gotta have a pretty strong unit to actually melt that down. Like, you can't just have some... Gatekeeper is not going to beat those units. He's just not. And I really wanted to use him, but I don't get to. That's just not... It's not the way things are. Anyway, the queen is still here. And I didn't really have any defensive bonus units, so we're still getting away with stuff just because let's see it goes places no one expects, and Camilla is hitting important speed benchmarks and reducing damage in a way that really does things, and I like that. But I also feel like there's so much, like with the most recent units being this and the Winter Banner, there's so much DR cutting and true damage now that I think we might be slowly getting out of the DR meta, right? Which, personally, I think is theoretically a good thing. Like, I think you might get into a point where just having, like, 200 defense is better than having 80% damage reduction. Because 0 is always 0, unless there's true damage, in which case 0 is only 0 if you have more healing than the true damage. But I think that calculating, like, how much DR is 30% and 30% and 40% and 12% is miserable. It's miserable to do that, and then on top of that you still have to find out what the actual number is, and there's rounding and everything else. You just can't do it. But when it is, like, numbers themselves, when it is 212 attack versus 196 defense, at least you have a chance. So, if that's where we're headed, I don't think I hate it. Now let's look at what beats my team. And when you look at that, it's... Oh, another person who knows the power of invoking Spring Camilla. Another Bunny Ears Camilla. Spring Camilla, nostalgia for an earlier time. That's what that is. But they also have this unit. This unit is absurd. This is like... This unit is game-shattering. And the fact that there is a debate over who the best winter unit is tells you everything you need to know about Fire Emblem Heroes these days. Because, like, it is legitimate. I legitimately understand putting her in second, third, perhaps even fourth. I totally get it, because she doesn't have the most use cases necessarily. She can kind of enemy phase, but it's not really what she's meant to be doing. But she kind of can. But she kind of shouldn't. But she kind of can. But, you know, something like Dimitri has a lot of different potential. I still don't know what to think of that guy. And then Byleth is just oppressive. Yunaka is just oppressive in the opposite way. They're all really silly and absurd. But the Queen is just really keeping it, just really hanging on and doing what she needs to, and I like that unit. I like that I have that unit, and I'm glad she's in the game. And sometimes one foe defeated is enough to stave off the feelings of darkness. We have time. We have time, we can watch this one. This one's quick. So what was I saying about the winter units? They're really strong. They're so strong. And then Camilla! Like, yeah, both of these... Winter plus Camilla is just like DR piercing to the moon, true damage also kind of to the moon, and those are things that I think mean that just stats might be going even further. Like, we might start seeing some units who are getting like plus 50 defense from their weapon or something. I just have a weird feeling that's coming down the pipeline. I don't know. Yeah, this was like a misclick or something. Am I talking crazy? Probably, likely. But let me know what you think. And let's check this out, because this is, I mean, it's just this type of situation. This is the kind of thing that you're just not going to beat no matter what, so it doesn't feel quite as bad, but it also kind of hurts the most because it's just so, you know, forces you to confront your mortality and insignificance in this material plane. She beats the HP check! Come on! I understand that you're going to beat me no matter what, but could you at least pretend to have some respect? I would do the same thing. I just didn't care enough to give her, like, summoner support to hit the benchmark. Because then I would have to grind it up so she would actually get the HP, and I'm just not going to do that in Fire Emblem Heroes. In 2024? Has it really become that? Passage of time. Does anyone else think about... What am I... I sometimes, like, remember events in my actual life in terms of, like, what was going on in Fae at that time. Like, I can remember, like, oh yeah, I got on a... I remember, like, that trailer dropped the night before this happened to me, and I can, like, find the exact day. Does anyone else do that? Or is it just me? Anyway, yeah, I got pretty savagely put in the dirt there. Because Freyr can near save a lot of Edelgards. She can near save my Edelgard. She couldn't near save that Edelgard. I switched up the pronouns there. I'm very sorry. My thoughts are too askew. What does an alternative way to beat this team look like? Ah, it's even more player phase, but this one has a real Gen 5 bonus unit, which I think is, like, the first time you've actually seen that? No, there was the Ash before. Gen 5 is just not really in a good place, but this is about as good of a place as you can get to with that Gen 5. I have to respect it. I think it's pretty cool. So what is this team? Unpredictability, DR Pierce, Scarecrow, Movement, Near Save, Speed-based Far Save, DR Cuts, we don't need that eye. A lot of cool stuff going on. Didn't really explain it. Now you know. So how does this go? Well, this is a good unit. That's all I'll say. Now, I don't remember all these replays that well, so I'm curious how involved Tatiana gets. Because, I mean, when you look at what she's up against, I don't feel like she's primed for incredible amounts of success. Yeah, it looks like she was not going to take down Marth there. Looks like she wasn't going to break through the speed-based far save wall. But Gully, with the infinity drive speed, does do that. What a retreat! They went so far. Oh, Chrom was so close to doing some Chrom stuff there. I was like one tile away. But what a tile it was. Valencia? Go crazy. Oh, one tile away. One tile gaming. Ooh, Tatiana? Tatiana gonna get there? Tatiana content? No? I think they just left the bonus kill on the table. Did I miss it? I don't think I missed it. I think you could have just, like, repoed up and taken Valencia there. Maybe they just wanted to show all this fire. Maybe it's a metaphor for Fire Emblem Heroes. Maybe no one cares anymore for good reason. Alright, one more loss, and then a victory that didn't count to send us home. But sometimes it does count, you know? Sometimes it counts where it matters. Okay. Am I really still losing to Yuri in 2024? You know what? This is a subscribers only match. You gotta subscribe to the channel to see this one, because I need something good when I still have to deal with this thing. Alright, and, ooh, this is, oh, he's bonus. He's a bonus unit. Okay, jeez. Stacked all the way up. I'm so, well, I did give her Distant Dart, actually, but it's cool that I have multiple sets on her now with the DC seal. Very fun. Alright, show me what you got. Sorry about that. She's minus speed. Huh. Can I do anything with that? Does she break through the wall of Marth? Not with that sabotage, she doesn't. You don't have a duo unit. Goodness. Huh. Okay then. But they can't get out very far. DR cut's nuts. Freyr's just like that. But they're taking this. She gets no Kanto though. That's kind of interesting. I guess that's how they're trying to balance this whole Kanto distance thing. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. But yeah, now they can just... Interesting tile to pick. Ooh, Valencio wanted to make that weird. You could tell. But now just getting Yuri'd. They got a Gen 5 bonus KO. Ooh, Yuri, I don't like you, Yuri. Alright, one final match to finish it out. And look who's back. It's a bookend. So, the Scarecrow did his job most of the week, but now we finally get to see, can my bootleg Crom, who did not want to spend Dew on, because he's going to be in the Hall of Forms, I hope. But I did, so we'll take one of those weird Brave Bows or something instead and get some real skills. My bootleg Scarecrow Crom, can he do it? Do we get to see? I hope so. Looks like they're going for a near and far thing, which is good, but she's not a bonus. See, this is what I'm talking about. What is Gatekeeper gonna do? I think he loses to, like, everybody except Frere? I don't even know if he does damage to Frere. I guess we'll see. Alright, show me. Getting set up. Alright, take one. Let's, now that we know we're gonna have time, let's see some animation. Okay. This looks meaty. But the DR cut doesn't affect GLR, yeah? Can't stop the glare. Can't stop the glare. Okay, but the deflect melee working overtime there. Marth kind of working under time, unfortunately. That animation just looks like it hits harder. I know it's the same animation that it's been before. It just looks like it hits harder. This is auspicious. Okay.
Have a wonderful evening.
How about if a dude? He's such a bad dude. He's the baddest dude. So I guess that was worth 200 Dew, actually. I mean, most of the refines don't even matter anymore, so it was definitely worth 200 Dew. Yeah. Cannot wait to see the ones in this batch, though. Between, like, Layla, Legendary Corrin, Legendary Lina. There's some cool ones. There's some cool stuff happening tonight. Maybe I'll make a video about it. I don't know. Only one way to find out is to press subscribe and come on back to the channel. Because this AR defense recap is just about over. But this channel is certainly not...
For my people.
She's got it like that. I love it when my queen is successful. But anyway, the channel is not done. This defense recap is, but there will be more content coming to you via Let's Play Steady or 11 Steady. Subscribe to both and all and everything forever if you want. I would appreciate it. It'd be very nice. But that's pretty much all I have to say, so I think we're just going to cut it right there. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back real soon with even more spicy Fire Emblem Heroes gaming content, so till then.